Dude, I'm so excited about this match. It looks so good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final match of the night here. Templis Calsf versus Spooky Action at a Distance. As I've been going along with this the whole time, I'm going to put my money on Templis Calsf, and they have brought an absolutely fascinating comp here. Basically bringing, shield boys online with a Scorpion, a Navy Scorpion, a Fleet Hurricane, a Scythe, a Kitsune, a Blackbird, and a Hawk, getting around that Scimitar ban.
And on the blue team, we have Spooky Action at a Distance, and they bring us Sleipnir, Scimitar, Onyx, Cerberus, Jackdaw, Sveeple, and Hyena. They're again a very interesting comp. This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, these are two things we have not seen yet, so it's going to be super interesting to see how they work. We've got a long range comp here from the blue team going up against I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna have to look at weapons and stuff to figure out what Templis Calsf have brought.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely interesting, but as I did mention earlier on, I'm relatively confident that people are going to be bringing their best comps in order to give them the best chances of getting through to the matches tomorrow.
I want to just clarify, there was no Simi ban. I'm very bad. I meant that there was a Loki ban. Not that that would matter. But
well,
hey,
they look similar.
They are similar. They're similar things. But no, I can't wait to find out what that Scorpion is doing, because we've seen the Scorpion so often this tournament. It's been really surprising because we don't see very much of it in the Alliance tournament. Yet here, it seems like the lower number of people makes the ECM slightly more valuable to teams.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's also like a relatively solid platform for doing other stuff with as well. So you still have a few options with it.
Yeah, now let's see if they if the blue team can keep everything jammed out as they go into the match. It just started now.
Surely you mean Templis on the red team with that Blackbird? We're gonna because that to me is the deal breaker.
No, they brought basically ECM tribal here with a Scorpion, a Kitsune, and a Blackbird all working together for one goal. And if we know anything about teams, that is like the primary way you win. And the Scythe, however, taking huge damage there.
And I think that's a brilliant call on their part from Spooky at a Distance, which is like nail that scythe, and then you can really apply pressure onto the E-Ball components.
Look, all of the damage has stopped, as it looks like every major DPS ship on their side has been jammed. Yes, ECM, yeah. It's a fun and inventive mechanic.
The only thing that I'm not showing as jams, although a jam just goes on it now, or at least an attempt, is the Jackdaw. So, they've just like locked out all of potentially the DPS from Spooky Action at a Distance.
Yeah, that Hawk's taking damage though. The Calsf Hawk, I guess he must be taking a lot of damage actually. It looks like he's rushed in and has been caught by some of that close range stuff. The Hyena, the Sveeple, they don't seem to be jammed. Oh, and he's going down.
Yeah,
and
no,
wow.
Yeah, that's not
good. The
ECM
team loses their first ship right there. And meanwhile, they're not really putting any DPS down on to the blue team, just enough to scrape some shields, but they haven't jammed the Scimitar at all. Too concentrated on keeping their Scythe alive to really worry about it.
Well, I think this is where we could easily see Templis actually have to make like a little bit of a shift here, which will be the E-War component over onto the still keep some of the E-Ball on the higher DPS ships, but maybe to then actually try and apply on, a Jackdaw or Sveeple to actually get that points lead back again.
Yeah, it looks like they absolutely have to break that Scimitar off somehow, or they are going to lose here. But that Scythe is regenerating its health. It looks like the Kitsune and the Hurricane Fleet issue is holding. Still, what would you go for here? Do you think? What is the weakest target on that very long range team? I'd struggle to find something that is easy to break. Even the Hyena, you don't have any application to bring to the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of a tricky one, and there again, because you're dependent on E-War and the RNG nature of it means that you still need to be careful with your positioning, because even though you might not be shot at a time, you know, as soon as you get close or into that danger kind of area, then you could be taking damage. Kitsune taking damage now.
Yeah, a lot of it, bleeding armor there, but the reps and that scythe is so strong, like shockingly so, just bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, it's never a nice thing to see when you like see your health bouncing like that. It normally means that something's going wrong for you.
Yeah, and meanwhile they've found a way to put some DPS right back on that scythe as well, pressuring him. I don't think he has even any local reps. We've not seen it used so far. The only thing he's got is a couple of remote repair drones from the rest of the fleet, and they are not going to be enough to hold him if they can't just jam off all this long range DPS. And if
Yeah,
that
I
scythe
mean,
goes down, it's the scimitar taking huge damage here.
well, you got the simi, but you got the target painter, and also like you had like a point as well on the size. Size almost gone.
Wait, a point?
Yeah, it looked like it, but the animation
Bringing a
disappeared.
point to the alliance, bringing a point to the Angry Games, ladies and gentlemen,
No, like
proving that you have not read the rules.
yeah, probably. It looked like that animation. But anyway, we're going to skip over that because that sign is now dead, which means that
Oh,
Templis is now very much in trouble.
yeah, nothing to keep those Kitsunes and Blackbirds and Scorpions alive. It's gonna be hell here. They have to jam out that scimitar and go for a trade. I think they have to finish off that scimitar. That's the only way they can win here. And it's not gonna be an easy one, as they are just feeding all of their support, all of the pieces of the puzzle that they need to put together to make that ECM comp work are just falling down here.
I think the crucial for me, like thing was not applying the war through to the scimitar. I think that was like the key element.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a messy fight out here.
But there again, it's like, you know, an absolute kind of like inspiring performance from Spooky Action at a distance. They were kind of my like favourites, I think, to actually win, given the previous performance. But I have to confess, given the E-War setup that Templis actually bought, I did doubt myself when I saw the Blackbird and the two Scorpions there.
Yep.
Hurricane just being tickled to death now, so it's not going to be there very much longer, and that will just leave the Scorpion and the Scorpion, and I think it's the last Spartan that's actually the team captain for Templis. So you know, this will be the last time that we see them here today.
Being honorably held till the end, by the looks of things.
Yeah, quite possibly. So you know, but it's good fights have already been like called in local. So I think that everyone is relatively convinced of where we're going with this one now.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that both these teams have not lost yet, so we will be seeing them again next weekend, no matter the outcome of this match.
It's not next weekend, you silly goose.
Oh,
It's
sorry, tomorrow.
That's right. You would have turned up late, wouldn't you?
Probably. I'm notoriously unreliable.
Excellent. So yes, just as a reminder, we do have the final matches to actually take place tomorrow. Again, it starts at 8 o'clock in the evening, I think it is. And we've also got some like speciality matches apparently that are going to happen. So if you want to see any particular type of match, then let us know in Twitch chat and we'll try and arrange that for you. The last Spartan is indeed the last Templis Calsf.
Honorably going onto the night, returning on his shield.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about like the matches that you've seen like today, then, Jin? Good, bad, indifferent?
I feel like the quality of matches have just skyrocketed this weekend. We've seen so many like close ones, so many ones with like interesting kind of interplay between the two teams. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah, it was like a few shockers. I have to confess, last weekend I thought match quality was really, really good, and you know, it's absolutely been like. I know we've been doing this. Well, some of us have been doing this for like 4 hours a day, but it really has gone so quickly. So there we have it. We've actually got a spooky action at a distance with a complete clean sweep from Templis Calsf, and you know,